Hi everyone and welcome to MIA Fitness and Pilates. Guys, I am so happy to be back. You might have noticed that I haven't made any videos for a few weeks and there's a good reason for that. So let's just say that to anyone watching this who has a cat, if they start weeing where they're not supposed to, they're probably not being naughty, but they genuinely need to be checked out by a vet. And that was the case with Gaston. Long story short, I'm really glad that we did. And after a very intense few weeks, he's well on his way to recovery again, although right now he's sleeping, so I don't think he will be crashing this video today. But you never know. So I'm very happy to be back. I'm coming at you guys today with a routine that's very close to my heart for back strengthening. I say this is very close to my heart because a lot of what brought me to Pilates in the first place was mild scoliosis. So this intro is going to be a little bit longer than most of my intros are because I want to explain a few details, but of course feel free to skip to the workout if you're short on time. So one thing about Pilates, and at first this sounds a lot like ridiculous claims that the fitness industry makes to take your money, because we know there's no shortage of that. One of these that's actually true in my experience is you do get a little bit taller. It's not so obvious on YouTube. I'm 178 centimeters, that's 5'10". So I didn't really need to be taller. When I started out, this was more like 5'8.5", 5'9". So in centimeters, 173. And actually, regardless of what your genetics are like, it is best for your health, for your spine to be as long as your genetics allow. But this is not achieved through stretching alone. Stretching gets the symptoms, while strengthening maintains the stretching and then takes care of the root cause. So a lot of these exercises that I'm giving you are what did miracles for my scoliosis. And not only that, but I've used so many of these same exercises that I'm about to give you today for clients who've come to me with herniated disc. And this has also given them some much needed relief. So what we're doing today with today's session is we're creating length through the spine, but we're also strengthening the supportive muscles so that way you can maintain that length. And then you can be a lot more comfortable in your body. And if you didn't need to be taller already, then you'll be taller as well. Yeah, that's actually a true claim. So let's come to our mats. We're going to start out with our bridges. You can lay down with the balls of your feet touching. Heels are slightly apart. Arms are by your side. So we're going to start out with just the pelvic lifts, and then we're going to add some arm movements so we warm up through the entire body. As you're lifting up into your bridge, make sure that you're squeezing the glutes hard. All 10 of your toes are grabbing the ground, and you should feel a bit like the arch of your foot is pulling up like a suction cup. Inhale, slowly, slowly, slowly lower down vertebra by vertebra. Take a deep inhale. Squeeze through your glutes. Slowly, slowly, slowly come up. On the inhale at the top, no movement. Glutes are squeezing hard. And slowly, slowly, slowly come back down to the ground. Deep inhale. Exhale, scoop through your navel. Slowly, slowly, slowly roll up. Inhaling. And exhale through your mouth. Slowly, slowly, slowly come down. Now we're going to add some arm movement. So as you circle your arms over your head, you want to take care to make sure that your shoulder blades are pressing into the ground at both ends of this movement. Also make sure all of your toes are grabbing the ground. There's a lot going on here. So exhale, lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly lower down. We'll do 6 more of these and then we'll stay up. Exhale, lift. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly come down. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lift. Inhaling. Exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly lower down. Inhaling. Exhale, lift. Deep inhale. Slowly, 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 slowly lower down. Slow does not mean easy. You should feel burning by now. Exhale, lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale. So you want to keep your tailbone pointing towards the ceiling as much as you can. So you're continuously pulling through your navel, pulling it toward the spine as you press your tailbone forward. And slowly, slowly come down. And on the next one, we're going to stay up. Exhale, lift, reaching your arms over your head. So you have two choices. To make this harder, you can keep your arms stretched towards the ceiling, make sure the shoulder blades are pressing into the ground, or if you need a little bit more support, you can press your arms flat into the ground. So deep inhale, slowly exhale, pressing your pelvis higher. We'll be here for roughly 30 seconds. Deep inhale, and slowly, slowly exhale. Keep your eye gaze towards the ceiling. I'm just watching you guys. Deep inhale. Slowly, slowly, slowly exhale. Deep inhale. Keep pulling through your navel as you exhale. So you're breathing into the abdomen while pulling it through your navel. And let's go 2 more long, deep breaths here. Deep inhale. Slowly exhale through your mouth. Blow out the fire that's raging in your glutes. One more time. Deep inhale. And slowly, slowly, slowly exhale. And then we're going to roll down vertebra by vertebra. And then hug your knees into your chest. You can let yourself shake out side to side. And now we're going to come into this rolling like a ball movement. This one's really good for stimulating blood flow through the spine, which is going to serve us well with where we're going. So make sure that you're keeping a C curve with the spine. I'm going to just show you guys the most common error by far that I see with this one. So coming back. And then you notice if I'm looking up and my spine is straight, then when I roll back again, well, there's a reason the square wheel never took off. So let's grab our knees and make the C curve as pronounced as you can. So inhale, roll back to the point between your shoulder blades. Exhale, balancing on your tailbone. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. Inhale, rolling back. Exhale, up. Inhale, rolling back. Exhale, up. Inhale, rolling back. Exhale, up. So your challenge as you roll back is to not touch the ground with your head. Your challenge when you roll up is to not touch the ground with your toes. So this takes quite a lot of concentration here. Let's do this for about 10 more seconds. And then make the momentum more and more. And then your challenge, try to cross your legs in front of you and come up to a standing position. I'm going to stand at this end of the mat and we're going to come into some spinal roll downs. So for this, make sure you're continuously pulling through your navel, pressing your tailbone forward, squeezing your glutes, palms are facing forward. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling. So you're growing longer through your spine, starting at the neck and working your way to the base of your spine as you exhale through your mouth. On an inhale, no movement, but let the weight of your head pull your spine. And then exhale, pull through your core, keeping the length through your spine as you slowly, slowly, slowly come back to a standing position. Inhale, look up. Exhale, scoop through your navel. Slowly roll down, vertebra by vertebra. Deep inhaling. Exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly come up. So when you're doing these spinal roll downs, take care to ensure that the crown of your head is the very first thing to come down and the very last thing to come up. So not coming down with a flat back, but keeping the rolling as pronounced as you can get it. Deep inhale. Exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. Come back to a standing position. Inhale, look up. Exhale, scoop through your navel. Slowly roll down, vertebra by vertebra. Inhaling. Exhale, slowly come up. So squeezing through your navel and your glutes at the same time. And then using the weight of your head to generate more length through your spine, making you taller. And then when you come down again, you can grab your elbows and just take a quick moment. You can spread your feet a little bit if you need to do that for balance. And then straighten one leg, bend the opposite knee, and just allow your torso to swing like a pendulum. Feeling the lengthening through the back of your neck, through the back of your entire spinal column. Nice. And then we're going to drop to the ground. We're going to come into some dolphins. So this one is amazing for creating more length through the spine. As you go through both extremes of this movement, focus on pressing your pelvis towards the ceiling for as much as you can. And then letting the weight of your head carry your spine in opposition. So we're going to come onto our elbows, interlace our fingers, curl the toes underneath. And then coming up into what kind of looks like a downward facing dog if you're familiar with yoga, but then pressing the elbows into the ground. For this, actually, you want to keep looking forward the whole time. It works best with the mechanics of this exercise. So as we inhale, come forward, bring your chin in front of your knuckles. Exhale, pressing back. We're going for nice, slow, strong movements. This is our second, we're going for 10. So inhale forward. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, coming forward. Exhale, coming back. Inhale, coming forward. So be aware of your spine getting 1 millimeter longer each time you come forth, back and forth. My counting might be slightly off at this point, so let's go for 3 more like this. And 2. And 1. Nice. And then let's drop to our knees and just take a few cat-cow movements. So with this one, inhale, look towards the ceiling, pressing the tailbone towards the ceiling, so arching your back. As you exhale, you're pulling through your navel, creating more length through your spine as you round. Inhale, look all the way up. And exhale, arch and round through your spine. On the next inhale, you can circle your left shoulder back as you look up. Exhale, arch and round through your spine. As you inhale, circle your right shoulder as you look up. Exhale, arch and round through your spine. And then let this evolve into some nice spontaneous movements. So close your eyes. Let your instinct carry you to wherever you need release, making the goal of these movements creating as much length through the spine as possible while getting rid of any unique blockages that your spine might have. We'll be here for about 15 more seconds. So close your eyes, don't copy me, but do what your senses are telling you you need today. And if that was effective, you might have felt a bit of snap, crackle, pop. Let's come to the ground. Let's do some swimmers. So for swimmers, again, this is about opposition. When we're lifting opposite arm, opposite leg, you want to feel like someone's playing tug of war with your body. Nice visualization, I know. So we're going to bring our forehead to the ground. And let's lift left arm, right leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Reach, lengthen, keep the length as you lower. So one thing as you lift the leg, make sure the hip continues to press into the ground. As you lift the arm, you're reaching as long as you can
but also you're keeping your shoulder blade pulled away from your ear as much as you can. Exhale, lift, reach, lower. Exhale, lift, reach, and lower. Exhale, lift, reach, and lower. Exhale, lift, reach. So keeping those shoulder blades away from the ears. Exhale, lift, reach, and lower. Exhale, lift, reach, and lower. So you've got the idea. I'm going to stop talking, but keep feeling that connection between breath and movement. So using your exhale to create lift, and then as you inhale, float the arm and leg down with control. So you notice how your breath helps you to get more lift. We're going to do 2 more on each side. Make these the strongest ones. So lift, reach, lower. Exhale, lift, reach, and lower. And 1 more on each side. Nice. So we'll just come into a quick break. Make a cushion with your hands. Big toes are together. Heels are slightly apart. Nice. So for the next one, if you happen to have 1 kilo or 2 pound or lighter dumbbells laying around your house, you can feel free to grab those. You don't necessarily need those for these exercises to be effective. It's a small muscle we're working, so you actually don't need that much weight. If you can do more than 1 kilo, respect. So yeah, you can also add a band around your knees if you want that option. We're going to lift our arms and legs away from each other. So keep the face off the ground, squeezing through the back. So for this one, don't look up, but keep your eye gaze down so the back of the neck stays long. And then we're going to exhale, pull the elbows back as you open the legs. Inhale, reach. Exhale, inhale. We're going to do 15 of these, and then on the 15th, we're going to add something really spicy, but we're almost done. So let's go for 10 and 9. So sharp out breath. Sharp out breath. 2 and 1. Stay back, bring your legs together, heels together, toes turned out. And then we're going to beat the heels against each other, and at the same time, we're going to beat the elbows towards the ceiling. Deep inhale. Slowly, slowly, slowly exhale. Keep the back of your neck long. Deep inhale and slowly exhale. We'll be here for about 30 more seconds. Deep inhale, exhale, blow out the fire that's raging in your glutes. We're here for about 10 more seconds. 9, 8, break is coming. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As promised, let's take a breather. Make a cushion with your hands. Big toes are together, heels are apart. And shake your hips out side to side. So with this lovely heat that we've just generated, we're going to bend the spine backwards for the last two exercises. So we're going to start out by placing your hands in line with your chest. One cheek is on the ground, legs stay zipped together and on the ground. And we're going to exhale, lift up, rotate your head, and land on the other cheek. So if you're currently dealing with a herniated disc for this one, go super slowly at the beginning. And then if you feel any kind of sharp pain, you can back off on this exercise and do some of the other exercises that we've just done. So with the difference between good pain and bad pain in Pilates, if it's sharp pain that you cannot breathe through, then that is the bad pain. That's your signal to back off. If it feels unpleasant but you can breathe through it, then it's all part of the strengthening process. So just keep breathing through it. Exhale. So creating more length through your spine, also stretching out your abs at the same time. And make sure the shoulder blades stay away from the ears on this one. So rotating the head. Make sure when you're up, your eye gaze is forward, maximizing the amount of room that your head has to rotate. Let's do 2 more each way. And 1 more. And then whenever you push yourself up for the next time, stay here. Shoulder blades stay away from the ears and squeeze together. And then your back muscles are working super hard to keep you in the same shape. All you're going to do is lift your hands, roll forward and up. For 9. This is the last exercise. 8, 7, 6. Keep looking up as much as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Let's bring our big toes together. Knees are as wide as the mat. Interlace your hands, and then you can bring your forehead to the ground. And then roll your head on the ground. Getting some nice release through your spine. If the stretch is not accessible for you, you can come into the cat-cow. If the stretch is accessible for you, then stay here. And deep inhale. When we're on the stretching phase, try to make each exhale twice as long as the inhale, so that way your parasympathetic nervous system can kick in and you can relax. And then we're going to come up into a seated position. So for this next one, let's cross our right leg over our left leg. Interlace your hands around your knees. So I'm just going to give you the side view because this is really important. So when we're twisting the spine, you don't want this because then you see you're not able to twist as far. So hold on to your knee so that way your spine is straight. And then with a straight spine, we have more room to twist. Wrap your left arm around your right leg and place your right hand on the ground behind you. Keep that straight spine and then use your head, turn your head over your shoulder, and then use this to deepen the stretch through the rest of your spinal column. And on each exhale, twist just a little bit further than you did the last time. Nice. So we're going to come out of this twist. I'm just going to turn so that way I can see you and you can see me.
And we're going to cross the left leg over the straightened right leg. If your hips are super flexible, then you can go for this twist, but I've just come from a long run, so my hips aren't that flexible, so I'm just going to keep the straight leg version today. But hold on to your knee, and then wrap your arm around, and then place your arm behind you. So straight spine is a nice foundation, gives you more room to twist. And then staying here for about half a minute. So on each exhale, twist a half a degree further than you did the last. And then we're going to come out of the stretch, and then we're going to come into a nice wide-legged stance. So make sure that your feet are fully flexed, and we're going to start out with some side bends. So if your hips are feeling particularly stiff, you can place a cushion under your hips. Or give yourself a bit more elevation, so that way you have some more space. We're going to start out with the right side. So bring the right elbow to the inside of the right leg. Before you go further, press your elbow into your inner thigh, so that way your chest is nice and open. And then circle your arm over your head. Drift your fingertips over your head. Keep pressing through the elbow that's on the leg. And then that way on each exhale, we're getting a little bit more twist, and at the same time, going deeper to the side. So you should feel yourself growing longer and longer with each exhale. And then we'll slowly come out, and then we'll switch our way to the other side. So bring your left elbow to the inside of your left leg, and then circle your right arm over your head. So keeping the length for the spinal column. And on each exhale, twist your chest towards the ceiling and let your fingertips relax a little bit more towards your feet. And then keep your legs wide and then come forward. So walk your fingertips forward. Keep looking forward until you've reached what you think is your maximum. And then because your head weighs about 6 kilos or 15 pounds, then if you let it drop, then your maximum is a little bit deeper, and you can walk your hands out a little bit further. And let's take one more long deep breath in. And on the exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly finish off the stretch, and then walk your hands back towards you. And then we're going to come into a nice flowing camel to finish. So this one should be pretty accessible even if you're not that naturally flexible. We're going to come onto your knees, and let's bring our hands to our lower back. So fingertips are facing downwards. Squeeze your elbows as far together as you can comfortably get them. Curl your toes underneath so that you're nice and anchored. And then we're going to circle one arm over the head, bending back into the supporting hand, and then place your hand on your back. So you're continuously looking at whichever hand is moving. We're going to alternate sides, going for 4 on each side. So each time you lean backwards, keep pressing the hips forward. You should feel a lovely stretch through the front of the hips. If this feels horrible for your neck in any way at all, just modify it by looking up. Actually, your neck is probably the most fragile part of your body, so that's the part that I want you to push the least. And then as you build more strength through your upper back and shoulders,
then maybe one day you can drop your head back safely and comfortably. Let's do one more. And then press into your back, get that last little bit out of the stretch. And then slowly, slowly come up. Thank you, everyone, for joining me for today's workout. So now that I'm back in action, make sure, if you haven't already, to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, so that way you get notifications as I release new workouts. So if you just stumbled across my channel for the first time, I am located in the Netherlands. However, my group classes and personal training are available anywhere worldwide, thanks to the internet. So you can go to my website, www.miafitnessandpilates.com, to check out what I have to offer. Also, make sure, if you haven't already, to follow me on Instagram. And if you'd like to contribute to my channel and show some appreciation, then you can head to my Buy Me a Coffee link and then just chip in whatever your heart tells you to. So thank you so much, everyone. I'm so glad to be back, and I look forward to helping you guys blast your abs and everything else into oblivion with me. Mwah. Bye for now.